Cobra Kai.
Kidding.
Bonsai! I'm the Cobra Kai Kid, and this is part 4 of my Cobra Kai Season 5 trailer breakdown. If you have not yet watched the other parts, make sure to go check those out and then come back and check out this video. Let's get into the breakdown. The trailer continues with a flashback scene from Karate Kid Part 3 of Daniel and Mr. Miyagi confronted by Terry Silver in the Miyagi-Do dojo. We then cut to another scene from the Karate Kid Part 3 of Terry Silver teaching Daniel the Quicksilver method. And in the next shot, we have our very first look at Tori Nichols in Cobra Kai Season 5. She's in the new Cobra Kai dojo and she looks angry as she gets ready to punch what looks like to be a stone tile. This is obviously mirroring the Karate Kid Part 3 when Terry Silver was having Daniel punch wooden boards. However, with this clip, we can see that Silver has upgraded from wooden boards to stone. Now, when Daniel was punching the wooden board, Silver put a photo of Mike Barnes on it so that it could fuel Daniel and make him even more angry when he punches it. So the big question with Tori punching the stone is, did Terry Silver put a photo of someone who makes Tori angry on that stone? Now, there's a couple options for who we might see Tori punching a photo of. The first option is Candace, who was introduced in Season 3 as Tori's aunt. Tori's Aunt Candace has never been there for her and her brother, and she's also never been there for her own sister, Tori's mom, who's currently dying. So that's one option, but the second option, which I think is the most likely one, is that it's a picture of Samantha LaRusso. Now, this one I think is pretty self-explanatory. Sam and Tori have been at odds ever since Season 2. And despite the fact that after the tournament, Tori asked Sam if she was okay, that one scene doesn't resolve all of the issues between Tori and Sam and put away all of their resentment towards each other. If we know anything about Silver, is that he knows how to get the anger out of someone, and he will definitely do that to Tori by bringing up Sam and the actions that she's done that have caused Tori pain, and as a result, Tori will want to take out that anger on that picture of Sam on the stone. We then cut back to Karate Kid Part 3, where we see Daniel being trained by Terry Silver and continuing to punch the wooden board. We then cut back to Tori, who continues to do the Quicksilver method on the stones. In this shot, you get a real sense of how big this new dojo is that Terry Silver created. This dojo is so big that they have two separate mats, the one that Tori and the senseis are on, and the one in the background with all the trophies, which was the same mat that the other Cobras were training on earlier in the trailer. The stones are structured to look like a person, and we can see Tori is punching the face or the top stone. She then turns her attention down. She's probably about to kick the kneecaps or the bottom stones, as Silver most likely taught her. In this shot, we see Sensei Terry Silver watching Tori as she does her training, but it's also very interesting how we have other senseis. We have one brand new female sensei who is standing right next to Tori as she's doing her training. And then if we look in the back, we have male senseis. Now, a couple months ago, Peyton List, who plays Tori on Cobra Kai, teased that there would be some celebrity cameos in Season 5.
There are definitely some cameos within Season 5 that I feel like are just as random as the ones we've had before. But yeah, I mean, there's more fighters that are coming on too, and more just trained people in that space, which was really exciting. The boys were freaking out, and they were training us.
And now we have confirmation on what she was referring to. This sensei is Tyron Woodley. If you don't know who Tyron Woodley is, he's a professional mixed martial artist, a former UFC welterweight champion, and has defended his title 4 times. It's crazy, they literally have a real UFC fighter on the show portraying one of the senseis in Cobra Kai. Now the big question is he going to be playing himself? Is Tyron Woodley going to be playing Tyron Woodley in the show? Or is Tyron Woodley not going to be playing himself and he's playing a new character in the Cobra Kai universe? I personally believe that Tyron is going to be playing himself, and you can work this into the story. Terry Silver is expanding his dojos. He needs to get multiple senseis, and what better sensei than a UFC fighter who has been trained in martial arts? I don't know how big of a role he'll have. I don't know if he's just in a lot of the background shots or if he's going to have a lot of speaking lines and a lot of things to do. I say if the guy can act, if he poses as a credible threat, then put him as a main villain. That would be sick. Throughout these series of shots, we hear a voiceover of Daniel LaRusso as he says, "I know firsthand that Silver isn't afraid to put kids in harm's way." We then cut to a shot of Daniel talking to Amanda in the LaRusso house, saying, "And that's why I have to take him down." You can see both Daniel and Amanda are dressed up. Amanda is wearing a dress, she has nice earrings on, and Daniel is wearing a suit. So it seems as if the two of them are about to go out to somewhere nice, maybe the Encino Oaks Country Club. But as we can see here, Daniel cannot get Terry Silver out of his head.
I just can't get LaRusso and Miguel out of my head.
No, not them. Terry Silver. Maybe the reason they're talking about Terry Silver is either because something just happened involving him, or maybe they're about to go meet him. Fun little Easter egg, Daniel is wearing a blue suit in this shot, which is the same color he was wearing in his junior prom in Karate Kid Part 2. We then cut to a shot of Terry Silver, who shakes his head and says, "You're playing with fire, Danny boy." And the way Thomas Ian Griffith delivers this line is actually really interesting. As he says the line, he's shaking his head and he doesn't sound too threatening. Sure, what he's saying can be perceived as a threat, but it almost seems as if he doesn't want a confrontation. It seems as if he's just trying to do his own thing and he's just warning Daniel to leave him alone and to not play with fire. In our next shot, it's revealed that Silver is not only talking to Daniel, but he's also talking to Chozen Taguchi. Chozen, being the badass that he is, walks up to Silver and says, "And I am gasoline." Which has got to be the most badass line of this entire trailer. Daniel's just standing there thinking, yeah, I picked the right guy to work with. You have Silver directly addressing Daniel as he says Danny boy, but Chozen immediately steps in Daniel's defense and says, "I am gasoline." Sorry, I can't help but say that line. It's such a badass line. Now, I've theorized ever since Season 4 came out that Chozen and Terry Silver would fight, but I think this scene just proves that they definitely will. I think that this is the first meeting between Chozen and Silver, and this is going to be the setup of a big rivalry to come. And come the Season 5 finale, that's when I think we're going to get the big fight between the two. Now, as for where they are, it seems like some sort of bar or restaurant, as you can see some people in the background at tables eating and drinking together. But it's definitely going to be really exciting to see Chozen and Terry Silver meet for the first time and begin this new rivalry. So what are your thoughts on Terry Silver teaching Tory the Quicksilver method? And how do you think this exchange between Silver and Chozen and Daniel is going to go down? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed part 4 of this Cobra Kai Season 5 trailer breakdown. Make sure to stay tuned for part 5 and subscribe to Cobra Kai Kid and turn on all notifications so you never miss a new video. Hit that like button and share the video with your fellow Cobras, Eagle Fangs, and Miyagi-Dos. I'll see you all next time on Cobra Kai Kid, and until then remember, Cobra Kai never dies.
And I am